So I'm here in the heart of London in the UK, sitting outside a relatively ordinary looking Anglican church by the name of Holy Trinity Brompton. And yet out of that church something quite extraordinary has come, almost a phenomenon called the Alpha Course. The Alpha Course is a simple 10-week presentation of the essentials of the Christian faith. And yet that Alpha Course is now in over 163 countries. There's something like 33,500 courses being currently run. More than 10 million people have been through the Alpha Course. The Alpha Course is in prisons. It's had an effect in some parts of the world on entire nations. And yet it's all come out of this ordinary looking building that sits behind a far grander, more elaborate, more glorious looking church. It's tucked away, almost out of sight. And I find myself thinking that that's kind of interesting. It kind of represents what's happened to the church in the UK. Because the church in the UK is quite frankly dead, or nearly dead. Yet out of that death, new life has come and really has had a significant impact on a significant number of people. And it seems to me that something almost had to die for that to happen, because the Alpha Course really does very simple things. It focuses on the simplicity of the gospel, the kindness and generosity of God, the reality of God. And the focus is above all on the person of Jesus. And living in the US as I now do, and looking at the church in the US, which is far bigger, far more well-resourced, far grander than the church in the UK. And yet, if the statistics are correct, that church is in steady decline, and the pattern that we've seen in the UK is going to be repeated in the US. I find myself asking a question: what would have to die in the church in the US? What would we have to let go of in order for new life to come in the way that it's come through a church like Holy Trinity Brompton and the Alpha Course? What will we have to do to get back to the simplicity of the gospel, the kindness and generosity of God, and the focus on the person of Jesus? Now, I can think of a list quite quickly.